The study of Freud is sometimes considered more of a religion than a science, and yet when measured against scientific findings, at least some of Freud's theories hold true. Everybody dreams, probably. Although many of us forget them, during a normal night's sleep we dream for about 1/5 of the time. Our most vivid dreams come to us during REM, rapid eye movement sleep. They can be as intense and emotional as real-life experiences. At the Bethesda Sleep Disorder Center in Cincinnati, Ohio, experiments on dreams and sleep are conducted almost daily.
He's had a scene change. You know, like he's gone from one room to another, or the whole theme and place of the dream has changed. I think
patients are attached to electrodes which measure various impulses, including REM. EEG readings, which record the electrical activity of the brain, show that these periods of rapid eye movement correspond with particular brain rhythms.
The notion that REM sleep, the physiology, has somehow destroyed, altered, or made Freud untenable, I think we too quickly, my colleagues, even my psychoanalytic colleagues, jump much too quickly to the notion that Freudian theory is somehow put aside by the laboratory work.
Freud theorized that dream function helps keep us asleep. REM theory supports this idea. The more REM we have, the more we dream, since the most REM happens in the second half of the night when we're more likely to wake up. That is also when most dreams occur, which with their censoring, keep us asleep.
I dreamt I was high up in an apartment building watching a volcano erupt when suddenly I heard a terrible noise and I looked out and saw a huge tidal wave coming. And at that moment I suddenly thought, my children, and I turned around and saw each of my 3 children being swept out of the building. The next moment I was in the water swimming after them and I was trying to find them and I was crying and crying in the water. Then I was on dry land looking for them and I saw all these dead people lying around. And first I found my eldest daughter and she was wet but she was alive, then my middle daughter, and I knew for sure my youngest daughter was dead. And sure enough, I saw her lying out among all these other people and she was dead. And I was crying and crying and I woke up.
The book was published in 1899, but Freud requested that the publication date be given as 1900. To create the impression that his views were pioneering thoughts for the new century. Freud's epic was ignored by disapproving colleagues and seemed only eccentric food for a handful of readers. The book sold merely 350 copies in its first 6 years. Freud was characteristically defensive.
I had dared, against the objections of severe science, to take the part of the ancients and of superstition.
Ever since Freud first declared his groundbreaking views about the mind and its operation, opinion about him has been bitterly divided. He has become the psychiatrist everybody loves to hate.